Yeah.
Okay.
I was just saying they didn't steal slaves from Africa. They stole doctors and farmers and carpenters, experts in their field. Experts. They stole talent. They stole, they stole innovation.
Wow.
Actually, George Washington, as an example, right after the war, he was like, tobacco is really hard on my land. I'm going to switch to wheat. The enslaved farmers, the enslaved people he had working on his plantation, growing wheat.
Oh, I thought you said weed.
No. We did grow
Marijuana.
hemp. We grew hemp here, but not so much like modern. Yeah.
Right.
No, he grew wheat. He didn't like how the enslaved farmers were growing wheat. He felt that it was the wrong method. So he hired a man to teach them the proper English style of growing things. And that expert that he hired, he worked with them, and he came back to Washington, and he was like, their way is better.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's almost like they're experts at their craft.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like Washington knew how to farm. He owned a plantation. He didn't ever work a day in his life. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not the same thing.
Okay.
The last time we was here, we went to some type of.
If you'd like to go on site here, you're more than
Oh, I'm fine. I've got my pictures.
By the art museum, there was some land there that we was told used to be Martha Washington, and that
Yeah, John Custis's.
they were saying George Washington was kind of a slumlord. Are you familiar with that story or anything?
Yeah, so that site over there was John Custis' house. So that was
And that was her
Martha
first husband.
Martha Washington's father-in-law. So when he
Father-in-law.
died and her husband died,
Okay.
Daniel Custis,
Yeah.
she became the executress of that site.
And she
married
remarried.
Washington
Right.
so that he would manage it.
Right.
They basically set up the site as tenement rentals.
Okay.
Okay.
So they rented it out. She had no real interest in coming to Williamsburg. She didn't really come to Williamsburg. She stayed up with her family in Kent, I believe. Excuse me, mind your space, mind your space.
That's another part.
Yeah, she just didn't want to come all the way down here. You have to
Okay.
remember, even in the 18th century, this was not like a huge town.
Right.
This was kind of small. Less than 2,000 people, 1,889 souls as of the 1771 census, half of which are enslaved.
Wow.
This was never a big place.
Okay.
Thomas Jefferson complained about it constantly because that's not standard for everywhere. Philadelphia had 36,000 people in like the same year. We were just small, kind of country bumpkin. We were the capital, but that's kind of all we had going for us. When the capital got moved to Richmond, sometimes they like to describe this as becoming a sleepy town. That's not true. It became black. It became a black center. This was a thriving black community.
Really?
Yeah, it had white people in it, but this
Wow.
was a thriving black community. I have more than one coworker who grew up in this area, and before Columbus
Yeah, my girlfriend
came,
grew up here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a thriving black community. I always heard that.
Yorktown too, or no?
I don't know about Yorktown.
Okay.
I just know about
Williamsburg.
Williamsburg. It's entirely possible though,
Right.
because all the rich